be mindful, man. And when it comes to your emotions, you gotta be mindful of your emotions, man. You shoot them shits to put you in a prison or a box where you want to go. Carried by 6 or judged by 12.
That's the main point right there, man. You can't win them all. You cannot win them all. You fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Don't even be the person that's always the aggressor or something. You just gotta move through life gracefully. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah, niggas getting shot every day, be for real.
Welcome back to another episode of the Prestigious Power Podcast. And today, we got my guy, Jamal Gasol, Mr. 31. What's good with you, bro?
What's good, man?
Shit, man, you know. Just working, man. Just working.
Same, man. Appreciate you having me on here, man. Prestigious Power Podcast. I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I like that.
For sure. So today, you know what I mean? I figured I'd get my guy up here. We'd talk about a few of these topics. You know what I'm saying? My boy very opinionated. You know what I'm saying? My boy got strong will, and he very dedicated to whatever he doing. So I feel like there's somebody that's good to get on the podcast. There's somebody to get up here and drop some jewels. You know what I mean? Let y'all know what he got coming, how he got to where he at right now. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna get into a few of these things. I'm gonna let y'all pick my boy brain. So for the most part, you know what I'm saying, how I want to know basically like how long you really been making music for real.
I would say honestly, man, like on a serious tip, I would probably say I started when I was 19 on a serious tip of like really trying to get out there. So, you know, I'll be 33 December. So I say I got about a good 14 years in this. 14 years in this going hard, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man. That's a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, from my personal experience, I notice, you know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers they don't even have the attention span to do something for that long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I know it's like consistency sometimes dies out, man. People like find different things on their path of life and on their journey and shit, but you know what I mean? I just believe in staying focused. Like you stay focused and really work hard for what you want, you're gonna get what you ask.
Hey yo, and that's why I always tell people like when I refer to bro, I always tell people, I let them know like if somebody gonna get something out of this music shit, it's gonna be him, because it takes a lot more than, you know what I mean, being able to be lyrically, you know what I mean, witty and shit like that. Like you got to be able to do more than just rap. You know what I mean? It's a business to this shit, and
It's way more than rap.
And the commitment. Niggas don't be having that commitment, bro. Like niggas that pick something up and put it down. You know what I'm saying? So,
and the thing is, right? Like I talk about when I say like, yo, rappers don't be like having no money and shit. Like rappers got money, but sometimes they just don't got the patience. Where like, yo, you could do all the stuff you want to do, you can make it look good. It's just you gotta have the patience behind it too. So like, if you ain't consistently in it, like, you know what I mean, you ain't gonna see much because you want them fast results, man. It should take time. Like you can't cheat the process.
talk about it. I think that's a lot of people's problem now, bro. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers be, you know, they be trying to cheat the process. You know what I'm saying? They want to go from immediately from the ground to the nigga with the jewels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, and I think it's getting pushed on the era so much more, man. You know, with all this with all these scammers and shit, man. You got these niggas on social media telling you how you can quit your job and become a millionaire in 30 days type shit. Like, you could do this. You and your friends get this money and get an LLC and get a house and you get this and you get this line of credit and you get this. They just make the process seem so fast and easy, bro. Like, everybody could do it.
And that's what the problem is now. Now this shit oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas like that made everybody think they could just pick up and do what the fuck we been doing, or, you know, somebody been doing for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? it's different. You know what I mean? It's different between being a seasoned veteran and somebody who, you, like I said, you might be able to rap. You might be able to. It don't even gotta be just rap. You might be good at what you're doing, but what you gotta understand about success in general is that it's going to take a little bit more grind. You know what I'm saying? It takes that extra push to get to the level you try and get to, because if everybody could just pick up something and do it, everybody would just pick up something and say, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm a podcast today. Like, I just picked up the podcasting, but I feel like the success out of this shit is gonna come from consistency. You know what I'm saying? Constantly feeding the viewers, the listeners. I gotta constantly give y'all good content to soak up, something that's gonna keep y'all entertained. I can't just say, all right, well, you know what, I got a good camera. You know what I'm saying? I got a good microphone. I'm about to just do the podcast thing. Like, you got to be able to continuously do it. So it takes a lot more than just having the foundation of the good quality. It takes more of a dedication and commitment to really see the results out of whatever you're doing in life. I don't give a fuck if it's rap, podcasting,
Life overall, man.
in general. Facts.
See, I agree with you on that, man. Sometimes people feel like certain things pertain to particular things. Nah, man. A majority of things all fall back to life,
Life
man.
in general.
Life in general, son. Real shit.
Yeah, bro. So with that being said, bro, you know what I'm saying? I see you always moving around, and I'm obviously, I ain't blind to the fact, because we on the same label. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that's watching and don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm an artist under bro label, Piff Music Empire. So we do a lot of moving around. We done, you know, we was just in California, you know, had a show, a pop-up shop, and a bunch of other stuff going on in California. You know what I mean? La Puente. I might be saying it wrong. Forgive me.
I think it's that La Puente or something.
Yeah.
There, man. Las Covina.
Yo, we was really in fucking Cucamonga, Rancho Cucamonga. Yeah.
With the homie Haya and shit. Yeah. Shout out to the homie, man.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Hyatt. Shout out to Antidote. You know what I mean?
VHS. You know what I'm saying? My niggas out there in the West Coast, man. We went there. We went to New York twice. You know what I mean? We had dinner at Del Frisco's, man. Like, come on, son. Niggas ain't doing that every day, man. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm really appreciative that we was able to have that dinner. Like, you know what I mean? After going to Shady 4-5, because it's right downstairs. So it's like, yo, like, me and the homie really got a table in this spot. Like, that's something that we don't got up here upstate. So, like, you know, we going to another part of New York, but we in a big area, and we in one of the best food spots in the city, man. So, like, just even the small things like that, I'd be appreciative of. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm with my niggas, like, when I'm doing this shit, too. Like, it ain't just some random ass nigga.
Hey, yo, but that dinner alone was an experience itself. That was an experience itself. And like I said, bro, I just want y'all to know, like, this nigga is not sitting next to me. We not on this podcast situation because this is my dog. You know what I'm saying? It's because I respect what he do, the way he move, the way he see shit. It's more than just this being my homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that in general, like he just said, the Del Frisco's dinner. You know what I'm saying? For y'all that don't know, like I said, bro got his label, you know what I'm saying? But he's doing shit the right way. He ain't just say, all right, look, man, this what I'm pushing. Come fuck with me. I'm gonna take you, move around, and then in a couple weeks, if he say some shit I don't like, you know what I'm saying, or I make a track he don't like, or I do something he don't like, we just don't talk, and we just no longer, you know what I mean, waving the same flag. He did it legit. You know what I mean? Bro came with contracts. Boys had a month to go over their contract. You could have lawyered up, you know what I mean? Plenty of time to go over your contract, read it over, you know what I mean? Bro did it the right way. So this shit it's a lot more than this just being my dog right here, you know what I'm saying? This is because of respect. I respect how bro move, man. If you want to learn how to do some shit the right way, you got to get around motherfuckers that's moving the right way. Simple as that, man.
You gotta be around the people that's going in the direction that you want to go in. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's good to grab people because you see the potential in their direction too. Like the reason I reached out to Tezo was one of the artists that I originally started Piff Music Empire Records with back in like 2010, no, like 12, I'll say. You know what I mean? I think I had my daughter then. But like 2012, like Tezza was one of the original members at that time, him and a couple other people from the area. So like, we've been making music in between time. I'm still doing my thing, he doing his. And then, we had our time where he started his label, I started my label, he with another group. I'm still doing my thing, but like we still cool, it's still my nigga. But at the end of the day, we got our own things going on, so it's like it was just bound to happen. Like it was bound to be one day that we just come back to clink together and make this shit pop. So, in my opinion, you know what I mean?
For sure. I feel like they say, bro, birds of a feather. You know what I'm saying?
Feel
Exactly. So, and that's a good and a bad scenario, because a lot of times when you hear that shit, it's when you telling somebody about theyself and the company they keeping in a negative way. You know what I'm
gives you
saying?
high associations and shit.
Yeah, that's most of the time you hear birds of a feather. But when you really use it and you think about it, it's gonna go both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell him this. He didn't fuck with the people he fucking with on his label because he felt like, all right, I think they got it. I'm a babysit them. Like he came and he grabbed niggas that he feel like was doing what they was doing without somebody like patting them and pushing them and telling them to do something. You know what I mean? He knows I'm gonna go to the studio. He don't gotta hold my hand and make sure I'm releasing music and doing all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a birds of a feather thing. He see that I'm committed to what I do. If I pick something up, I don't pick it up and put it down. I pick it up. I figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them people that before I put it down, I gotta try everything. I gotta see every angle. You know what I mean? I can't just say, all right, well, I rapped. You know what I'm saying? It ain't work out. Nah, I gotta see why it ain't working out. I gotta see some type of progress in this shit. I gotta invest into this shit. I gotta see if this work if I try it. You know what I'm saying? Before I put it down. So I think that's another big reason why, you know what I mean, I fuck with him. But at the same time, I think that's why bro fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? He know I'm going to.
Central, I know that you're very versatile. Like I'm listening to you explain yourself. I'm like, see, and that's why I fuck with Rico too, cause I know he got that versatility to him too. And then when the nigga, I feel like I said this in one of my interviews, man. I could put that charge in some people, man. Like not the battery in their back, but that inspiration, that push behind people, man. And I know like working with you, I know what you capable of. So like what I'm able to do and like just being able to give you that confidence, that guidance, and that concern, I'm able to like see the results come from you moving. Like you know what I mean? Like yo, keep dropping, keep doing this, yo, post this, yo, get this. If you gotta tag niggas, tag niggas. If you gotta post it on these group pages, post on these group pages. Do all of that shit, bro. Try it all. You know what I'm saying? So like, and you ain't afraid to put yourself out there, man. And that's what I love, man. Some niggas be shy. Like you damn near 40 and you shy. Like come on. Come on.
Bro, niggas got the kid mentality. Like,
Want me to pull their head up here. Want me to put them in position. Like
and the only way shit go right is if you keep pampering them. If you keep holding their hand, if you keep making sure they go into the studio, and you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to have to build a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that he would say, you know what I'm saying, in the aspect, like when it comes to this music shit, him and every other artist that's a independent artist, right? We are entrepreneurs, we businessmen. So that's enough work in itself trying to expand just the brand, right? But now when you add people to the brand and then you gotta baby them and you gotta feed them, spoon feed them, you gotta, you know what I mean, wipe their mouth, you gotta take care of them, you gotta baby these people, you gotta make sure they're doing the right shit. That's more work.
it is. It is. You know what I'm like my perspective on it, right? In order to get things done, you have to do things you never did. I mean, in order to get things you never had, you have to do things you never did. So I know, like, in a situation where it's like, I know I gotta babysit niggas or I gotta like take care of niggas. I know that if I take care of them, the expectations will be a little different. Because if they know that they're gonna get something, niggas might go a little harder for you. And then you want genuine niggas though. So when it come down to like doing things, like we got a genuine relationship here. Like it's not about what I'm able to do for him. Like this is aside from rap. Like the same with Rico. Like Rico went on the whole tour with me, and it wasn't even about him. You know what I mean? He just came with me to come. Like, you know what I mean? He came to LA with me for my album release. It wasn't even about him. He just came to come. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that type of genuineness in this shit, man.
Yeah, nah, real shit, bro. Cause love is love, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be. That's one thing. You gotta be able to feel it. You know what I'm saying? When you, especially in a group. You know what I'm saying? Cause I done been in a few different groups, and when I say that, it's not that I wasn't feeling it in these groups. Cause it's a lot of these dudes that I was in groups with, that I still talk to today. You know what I mean? They gonna forever be brothers to me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shooter. Shout out to Taiwan, my boy Oba. You know what I mean? I appreciate bro because he tried to build something and things ain't really work out for the for everybody and for the better. But at the same time, it's the fact that somebody believe in you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that when it comes to these niggas adding me to their equation in general. Like that shows me like, damn.
We need that though, and that's another thing I speak on. We need that people. Sometimes that person that believe in us is gonna be the one that really push us to like do more.
I was just talking to the homie Tab today. It's on my kids, bro. That's exactly what the homie said. Like, was like, yo, bro was like, yo, honestly, that's what you need. Like, sometimes that's what you need. You just might need somebody to remind you, like, yo, I'm behind you. And I said, yo, that's a fact. Like, you need that. You need for somebody to let you know, like, hey, yo, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm in your corner. Cause you never know. I could be feeling, any artist could be feeling like nobody's behind them. They could be feeling like, giving up or whatever because they don't really see y'all supporting them the way that they, but low key, you got everything downloaded. You one of the main people streaming. Like a lot of artists are not familiar with, I want you to get into in a second, analytics. My boy here put me on to some other ways to check your analytics. You know what I'm saying? To
the stats, right?
yeah, see where people is tuning in at, who to target. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of artists have no idea. You know what I'm saying? That this person, like his SoundCloud, he showed me how to find out who exactly specifically is listening to my shit. So don't think you could be a hater and still listen to somebody's shit, cause we be seeing you niggas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's visible on there too, especially on SoundCloud. They'll let you know who listened. So yeah, definitely a 4 niggas cards. Like, but in a sense too, I also caught like some big names that out there like that's in the game now. They was listening to me on SoundCloud before, and I didn't even know who they was till later. Like, oh, I seen them on my listener list before. Like, okay, so like niggas definitely be in tune, man. I tell you that much too.
Start listening to their bars. You know what niggas do.
Copying. Yeah, I be definitely listening.
You got to take some underground shit and put it in the industry. Whole time that come from a whole nother nigga that ain't really,
I tell you what, man. One day, the day one of these mainstream niggas get on here screaming piff, I'm gonna be tagged on everything, bruh.
Ain't no way you can't, bro.
Tagged on everything. If you see Drake scream piff, Jamal Gasol. Oh shit, Jamal Gasol. I'm telling you, like certain things of relation, like you know who that belong to. Like
that's why. Come on, man. When he said that G Block babies, I'm like, yeah.
Niggas be watching, man. They may not admit it. I tell you that. They may not admit it. Like I done have rappers like ask me to like give beats to them because they heard my shit before. Like, yo, this shit fire. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yo, let me get this beat right here, bro. Like, I done had niggas do that. That like I know fuck with my music. So I'd be like, that's dope. It's good. It's good to see sometimes that assurance that you good with your shit. You got people watching. Like it's people that's checking you out, son, because they see that nigga good. You know what I mean?
The way you put your shit together, you know what I mean? It might even, motherfucker might not take just the bar. Motherfucker might take your cadence. They might take your flow.
Niggas might take your old song really and just redo it the way, because they like how you did it.
The way you flow. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the Migos had their own cadence, their own flow. Before them, it was no none of that shit was going. No. And then Drake started doing it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody started doing that.
The closest we had was like bum skiddity bum bum. Yeah. They want effects. Yeah, that shit. I was right closest to that. But yeah, man.
Man. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie though, bro. It's been a lot of growth. It's been a lot of growth. You know what I'm saying? I commend you, my boy.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. For real, man. It's definitely been some growth and some time in this shit, man. Like we was talking earlier about growth. One thing I'm learning with growth, man, like growth is painful, bro. Like growth is painful because when you look around, it ain't gonna be the people you. Some people ain't gonna be there that you started with in the beginning. You know what I mean? Some people ain't gonna be there with you in the end. Like a lot of people ain't gonna make it with you to who you wanted it to be. Like you know what I mean? Who you planned on it being. So like I appreciate growth, but it gets scary to me sometimes because it just be like, damn, who ain't gonna be here? Who ain't gonna be around this year? Like yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So when that shit be going on, like I get a little nervous with trying to get in with certain cats, but it's like I gotta take that chance because I would want somebody to take a chance on me. I would want somebody to forgive me. I would want somebody to be able to try to understand me. So it's like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, I've been doing this shit for some years, man. Plenty of years, trial and error, trial and error.
Speaking of the brand, you know what I'm saying? I got on some Piff merch right now. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
It's the brand. You feel me?
I still got a couple of these at JamalGasol.com, man. That's my official website. I got a couple of these, so these there too, man. These the stir the pot joints, man. Right here with the standouts and shit. Shout out my boys in Texas.
Real entrepreneur shit, you know? Real entrepreneur shit.
But yeah, man, shit been going real good. I'm actually in the works right now with truthfully trying to set up a tour. I want to do like a 6 city tour real quick. That's my plan to like.
I'm on the tour, right?
Expand, of course.
Look,
You and Rico both gonna be on there. I'm just, you know what I mean. I'm really trying to get that together right now. Like, I know we got to expand. We got to get out there, and this is a free jewel for anybody, man. Yo, you not gonna get nowhere if you don't get yourself out there, man. Like, they not gonna listen to the genius in the basement before they acknowledge the fool on the roof, man. They gonna be like, what is this nigga doing? They not gonna keep coming to the basement to come hear the genius that niggas don't know about. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go look at this nigga on the roof, and somebody's gonna like that shit. Believe it or not, somebody's gonna like that shit.
tell you what, that fool on the roof damn sure gonna get seen a lot more than the genius in the basement. Real shit. Motherfuckers was looking at the Wizard of Oz like what? Till they seen who the clown was behind the curtain, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta put yourself out there. It's all about being seen, and it's about the way you be seen too at the same time. So
yeah, definitely about the way. Like, you know, some people be going about it wrong and shit, you know, exploiting their life and putting certain things out there, but nah, just drop the content, drop the good music, give people something to really look forward to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, build anticipation, make people really wonder what's next, like really check you out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get fans. I was seeing some joint the other day where they was talking about fans. You don't get fans from music. You get fans from personality.
there you go.
If they like the music, that's good. But you get fans from personality. You got a good life, good
I
company.
hope y'all soaking up all these jewels. I hope y'all soaking up all these jewels, man.
You out here come off as a cool cat, like yo, you may got a fan that don't know none of your songs, man. He's still a fan because of who he likes you. He likes you for who you are. That nigga really fucks with you, bro. That nigga buy everything you sell. Don't listen to none of your music. Real shit, man. I got people like that, and them really my fans. I fuck with them. They'll come to the concerts and don't know no song, but hey, because I'm doing certain things that they like.
Yo, bro, you don't gotta be an entertainer to have fans.
Man, I feel yo, you gotta be a leader.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
You know what I mean? If you could lead, everybody gonna follow you. The fans is followers. So like, as long as you able to lead in any walk of life, you could be the biggest mechanic in the city. If niggas gonna be trying to get under you, like a Josh Pagan. You a barber. You got 8 niggas in the shop at a point in your career. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout out to Pagan for sure. Shout out to all the local barbers too. Shout out to Bobby, you know.
yeah. Shout out to Bobby, man.
Jason.
Another cat that's doing this thing. You know what I mean? Once you got that leader status, you got people that's willing to get under you and look up to you. They believe in you because you believe in them. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Real shit.
Goes hand in hand.
Real shit, man. So I wanted to I wanted to talk to you about, you know what I mean, just a simple situation, like as far as like controlling your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to give a little bit of game to the listeners and the viewers. I try to make sure, you know, when people come over here, they could leave with something and they could feel like they learned something. You know what I mean? Listening. They didn't waste their time tapping in. So I want to talk today a little bit about controlling your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like how you feel about that. Like certain situations, right? You know what I mean? Certain situations you might let your emotions get the best of you and fuck up an opportunity. You know what I mean? That's my personal experience. Like when I say control your emotions, the first thing that comes to mind is me. For me is, you know, myself being a hothead. I done been in situations where, you know, I had opportunities on the table. You know what I mean? They just might be opportunities to for the betterment of my life. You know what I'm saying? To further myself, and I end up getting into a situation where my attitude gets the best of me and I fuck up an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So, how you ever give me an experience? You know what I mean, of yours where you had to, you know.
I mean, I definitely can relate, man. Like I said, I done been through a lot of trial and error in life, and that includes my emotions too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like emotions comes down to, like you said, certain situations where a majority of things come to pick and choose, man. You really got to pick and choose your battles. It's not always about the look, it's the result. In the end, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not about how you made something look or seem, it's how it ended. You know what I'm saying? Is if I had to do this to get home, I got home. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I had to go about it this way to do something to you, it got done. You feel me? So like emotions, I feel like you have to like learn to like let certain things go over time, but eventually when you first go through things, you got to handle it how what your natural reaction is. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really find yourself and learn yourself more. Just going through them experiences. Somebody try. You might gotta whoop their ass before it get to a point that, man, I'm not even about to waste my time. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never put the time in on that feeling, and how you going,
You don't know,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying? You gotta do.
Yeah, no, that's real shit. I was just talking to my boy. You know what I'm saying? I just told bro he was in a situation, and I told him, I said, yo, sometimes what you just said, sometimes you just gotta beat a nigga. You know what I mean? After that, you have a different respect. Sometimes when you put your hands on somebody, they respect you a little bit different afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like I prefer not to. You know what I mean?
I mean, my thing is, it's a preferring not to have to because you had to already. You've done it long enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be 33. Like I said, I've been fighting since I was 8 years old. Like, do I really want to keep having to get into a altercation that's gonna lead me to fighting you? Nah, I'd rather diffuse shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my dad had a rough patch in our life before we would argue, and I wouldn't even talk to him at points. We'll walk, I'll be in the bar, I don't even speak to him. But it was me that had to think differently. You know what I mean? Really control my emotions in the situation. This is a good example, actually, I want to bring right here, where we just wasn't talking, and, you know, I seen the relationship that him and his father had. And I think about how that situation went, and I'm like, man, I'm so blessed to think ahead to like not let it get that far that it did. Where I was like, you know what, man, you got to really accept some people for face value, and that includes family too. And either you adapt and adjust to it, or you continue to let it frustrate you, and you live with that regret later, where you could have went about the situation differently. And you know they say a coward dies 1,000 deaths, and that's just that situation replaying in your head over and over and over with that regret. So I just try not to live with regrets, man, and that helps me with my emotions for sure. Like just thinking like how I would look in the end at the situation of that, knowing some choices could like take me away from my kids or take me away from my family. You know,
That's the main thing for me.
yeah, you know, you got people
God
looking up to
separates
you.
you. That's yo.
You got people depending on you. Like we got people depending on us, bro. Like
I feel like most of my dumb shit was before I had kids.
Yeah, see, I think when you don't got kids, you ain't really got much to lose in a sense except yourself. But still, even that's a lot.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Motherfuckers is, yo, it's some people who don't threw their whole life away because they can't control their emotions.
Yeah,
This is a
man.
big ass point that I'm trying to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, going through life, a big thing is emotions. You cannot be somebody who's emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna rub you wrong. People gonna tell you no. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna shit on you, and it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? One day you gonna have your time to shine, and that's, you know what I mean. However you decide to do it and do your thing is how you decide to do it. See, I'm the type of person I don't even like. I feel like grudges will kill you. I don't anything stressful will kill you. So I just, you know
Niggas dying from the stress.
what? So I rather, even if you shitted on me and I end up being the one on top, when you come with your hand out reaching for that help, I'm still the type of person that still is willing to help you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to worry about grudges and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to live a life where I'm in control of how I feel and shit like that. That's the big thing for me. That's all I wanted to bring to y'all. You know what I mean? Make sure everybody knew, you know, everybody goes through a lot of the same shit. And controlling your emotions is a big aspect of life. You want to be able to go through your life and be on top of who can control you when. Because if a motherfucker can come in the room, you know what I'm saying, that don't know you at all and say, you know what I mean, just anything, and you losing your fucking mind, and you ain't thinking about the kids you gotta feed. Because now if you go to jail because you done beat this motherfucker, you know what I mean, half dead, now you got, you know what I'm saying, your family missing out, and you couldn't control your emotions. You know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, if you don't control your emotions, the people will. Like you just said, if somebody come in here and make you mad and you frustrated, he controlling you. That person is controlling you right now, whether you realize it or not. That person is taking control of your decisions. Like he's making you react to his action. Like it's cause and effect. Like I do this, you're gonna do this. So it's like you just gotta have that mental discipline of how to respond to certain things where you just don't let it affect you. Because you could be having the best day of your life and somebody just step on your sneakers and they like, man, this shit ain't about, you know what I mean? Now you feel away instead of just,
Real shit.
you know what? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it ain't even that serious, man. Or you just, somebody step in your shoe and they say, my bad. You know what I'm saying? They could have fucked your shoe up, but the fact that they said my bad, you giving them grace. There's some niggas that's like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
And it's crazy, especially when you know who you is. Like when you know you like that. When you know in your heart, like if you'll crush them. If you put your hands on them, you'll crush them. When you know certain shit, it's like you got to be able to just shake shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know better. Like, I feel like it's the people that got to prove something to somebody that's constantly doing that. And in my younger phases, yeah, my pride and proving got the best of me a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I got into a lot of shit I didn't have to get into, as far as like fights and being in situations I didn't have to be in because of pride. So it's like, man, you just got to know when to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you gotta definitely pick and choose, man.
Yeah, it's walk away from certain situations, and you know what I mean. It's just
Pick and choose your battles, man. What's more valuable, the reaction or the result? I mean, yeah, the look or the result.
that's what I was getting at. You know what I mean? It might look good, but you know what I mean. In all reality, where it's gonna get you?
Like, yeah, you snuffed that nigga, but then he came back and clapped you.
Come on, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is deeper than people think. Like,
Hell yeah.
you robbed him, but then you end up going to jail the next.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a cause and effect to everything. It's a reaction to every action. So
Yep.
you gotta just be mindful, man. And when it comes to your emotions, you gotta be mindful of your emotions, man. You shoot them shits to put you in a prison or a box where you want to go. Carried by 6 or judged by 12.
That's the main point right there, man. You can't win them all. You cannot win them all. You fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Don't even be the person that's always the aggressor or something. You just gotta move through life gracefully. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah, niggas getting shot every day, be for real.
Chill the fuck out, man. This is a positive message. Every time you come here, we not doing nothing but giving you raw, unscripted shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a positive message. And I just want to, you know,
can and deliver, man. You know, this my type of tea, man.
Thank my bro, yeah. I want to thank my bro for being the first guest on my, my podcast. You know what I'm saying? I told myself, appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, my nigga. Yes, sir. I told myself, like, yo, I want to do the podcast shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at all these other people doing it, and I'm telling myself, like, what's the difference between me and them? And I figured it out. The difference is that they doing it, and I'm thinking about doing it.
Oh shoot, that was the curtain. I'm like, something on my feet.
Ah.
I'm thinking it's a cat or something. They got a cat.
Hell nah, hell nah. Hell nah, I'm allergic to cats, my boy.
Oh, okay, good. I'm like, man, I thought something was on my damn feet. I got high. I'm high. That's what it is. That piff. You know what I'm saying?
Got my boy right today, man. But like I said, though, I appreciate my boy for coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you having me, man.
Let them know what you got coming, you know what I'm saying, and where they can find you.
Well, right now, I just dropped Nightmare on Piff Street. That was October. You can find it on all music streaming platforms, man. Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Google Play. Same as the label project, United We Stand, Divided We Fall, featuring G Block Tez and Rico Tellum. You can find it on all music streaming platforms too. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Who Is Jamal Gasol. My official website, jamalgasol.com. And I do got the Instagram page for the merch. It's The Piff Store. And then I got the label, Piff Music Empire Records. You can follow that on Instagram as well, man.
All right. You heard him. You heard him. We about to get the fuck up out of here. Y'all already know what time it is. This is the Prestigious Power Podcast, and I am your host, Tezo. This is Jamal Gasol.
The one and only.
We gone.